What's up, guys? Welcome to another video of Nightcore. Woo! First of all, thank you very much for the 900 subscribers. We just need 100 away to hit 1,000 mark. Let's go. So today in this video, we're going to show you about new character release for Roger, and also for the animation for Gap as well. At the same time, we go through the skill for Sabos. Okay, that's everything. Let's get to the animation first.
俺の財宝か欲しけりゃくれてやる探せ
That's that for the animations. Now, check the scales. So, his first scale will Divine Power, level 3. And then we have the second scale is God Avoidance. And the first passive is God's Band. The second passive is God's Protection. Right, let's go to the first skill. So, God Power. His skill is I will activate in the first turn. So, and then the skill is deal 260% damage, physical damage, to the enemy with highest attack, 40% chance to add stones, which lasts for 2 turns. For Blade and Mage, the chance increased by 20%. I think it's Mage because animate progressions. I think is Mage. Yeah. So pretty good. It won't be massive damage, but it's good enough. And then the chance to stone for the highest attack, which is pretty good, because currently right now there's nothing really stop the stone except the Uta, of course. Not shocking, but it's decent. Damage is alright, and also he's actually a tank, not damage dealer, so damage can acceptable. Right, first passive, God's Band. Increase HP by 40%, crit resistant by 20%. I think like Roid resistant by 20%. I swear it's a crit. So it's crit resistant by 20%. And defense by 20%. Release once at the beginning of 4th turn, the cooldown 3 round causes physical damage 244%. Blah 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 blah. Okay, read it to my description. So deal 244% physical damage to the enemy with lowest HP. It has 40% chance to inflict ban. The target excludes tentacles, dogs, and all other passive effects are temporarily invalid. So basically bans everything. So we just left with basic effect for the kit. Like the dia won't be trigger, the combo won't be trigger. Yeah, it's insane. Pretty good. Of course, to the lowest HP. Once the status is banned, it grants shield to 2 allies with lowest HP. If banned successfully applied, all allies will gain a 4% of his max HP. If not, it will not receive a HP. So if you get the ban, then you get the buff of HP. If not, it will activate during the 4th turn, or once your 6th character enter to the battlefield. If someone die, your reinforce, assuming it's the 6th character enters to the field, then you will apply this effect. Once applied it, the cooldown will change to 3 turns. So if you activate turn 2, you will activate again on turn 5. If you activate during 4th turn, you will activate by 7. So yeah. And turn 4, you will be guaranteed activate during for the skill. If even your enemy doesn't die, like even your teammate doesn't die, you will still activate during turn 4. Okay, it's pretty good. God Avoidance. Deal 151% physical damage to all enemy and an additional 70% of his own attack as true damage, converting 70% of his damage into shield to the teammate with the lowest HP. Lasts for 2 rounds, which is decent. Yeah, getting a good shield. I can see quite a decent shield. 70% damage into shield. Damn. Okay. God's Protection. When reinforced are on the field, blah 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 blah. let's read my explain. If a 6 character is not on the battlefield, grant a shield equals to 4% of his max HP to all allies. The shield lasts for 2 rounds. Additionally, boost attack for 30% for mage and 30% for blade allies. If they are defense for tank and support, they will increase defense by 30%. It will last for 2 turns. Once the 6 character enter to the battlefield, all ally gain 20% damage reduction for 2 turns. However, this preventing the first effect being triggered, so which means this won't be triggered. It will lose our effect. The shield will be effect won't be applied. I think if I understand everything correctly. Once I believe it also will be 2-turn cooldown as well. You didn't say information here, but it does make sense if he is if 20% damage reduction for 2 turns, that seems more reasonable for this character. Yeah, that's everything for Roger. Okay, pretty good. But unfortunately, I can't find any detail about Garp, so we're gonna skip. We shall see. Apparently, he's busted. Apparently, as you can see, here's the Sabo skills. The first skill, Dragon Breath. First passive, Yandel. Yande. Okay.
またな、ルフィ。
Fireball and day. Yeah, and then we have active skill, Fire Dragon Fireworks, Flame Body. Okay, first skill. Cause 100%, 140% mage damage to 2 enemy with no SHP, with 15% of success. Attack increase critical strike by 30%, critical damage by 30%, and damage by 10%. So basically, there's a 15% chance to gain crit damage and extra damage for 10%, and there's no cooldown. Says here, like, so this stats will be permanently. For real, it's a little bit busted or something. The cooldown is 1 turn, so you will activate turn 1 and turn 3 and turn 5. So it's kind of good. Right, the passive is quite basic. Attack increased by 20%, HP by 10%, and the crit increased by 5%. Okay, nothing major about that. Second ability. At the start of the round, there's a 2 or few enemy alive. Deal 228% of your own attack, mage damage to all enemy. Ignore 20% of the target defense. So basically, if that's 2, deal 228% magic damage, ignore 20% defense. Straightforward. Otherwise, you deal 152% magic damage and for 2 random enemy and increase 10% of your defense. That's about it. It's nothing crazy. Quite easy to understand, but it's effective though. Flame Body. At the start of the turn, you will get Flame Body as status. Flame Body. Increase attack, critical hit, physical immunity as for the battle. So you will basically just get those both to the end of the battle. You gain 5% attacks, 10% crit, and 10% physical damage reduction forever. And then at the start of the battle, you get Flame Dragon, which is Yannon, this guy here. This thing here, it will make you immune 1 with a strong effect, so it's can't control like storms, and then refresh every 2 rounds. Not sure how to get this one. Apparently it will be 100 shots to get 1 copy. We'll see. Once an hour we'll see. I'm sure it should be really soon about. Tell me what you think about Sabo. Not sure if you're still watching here, right? If you're watching here, you definitely hit the subscribe button. Yeah, let's hit 1,000 mark. Thanks for watching.